We can't look like Jesus if we don't have the heart of the Father. You know, it's interesting because Matthew 25 is kind of like the other side of the coin of Luke 15. Luke 15 is 3 stories about something that's lost. And the lengths that the owner will go to get back what's lost. In Matthew 25, we're seeing 3 stories on how not to be lost. So they're kind of, like I said, they're flip sides of the same coin. And we see in Luke chapter 15 that story of the prodigal son. And we always focus on him, and we focus on his lostness, and we focus on his sin. But he comes back. The father wraps his arms around him, puts a cloak on him, puts a ring on his finger, and we see there's another son. The other son is in the household of the father, but he doesn't have the heart of the father. I want you to think about that. He's in the house of the father, but he doesn't have the heart of the father. I'm not going in and celebrating. I mean, and he starts talking about, I slave and I work all day for you. First of all, we tend to exaggerate that, right? I doubt this guy had bruises and broken bones. I work and slave. And we talked about this last week. The assignments that the master gives us are to shape us, to bless us, right? But instead he has his focus on him, on himself. I work and slave, and you've never given me even so much as a young goat to eat with my friends. He is in the house of the Father, but he doesn't have the heart of the Father. And that's what Jesus is warning us against. Don't be that older brother. Don't be around the things of God. Don't be acquainted with the things of God, familiar with the things of God, but not be familiar with the heart of God. See, guys, there's a difference between doing something out of emotion or guilt and having a heart for it. You can come here Sunday after Sunday and be emotionally touched, but that alone won't change your life. Some of us, we come in and we're like, oh man, that message, that song, that really just touched me. Man, we just had church. Hold up. Because if God don't think we had church, we didn't have church. Just because you think we had church don't mean we had church. See, God only says we have church if we leave this place and go be the church. See, if we're just church into church, we ain't the church. See what I'm saying? If we're only the church when we're in the church, we're not the church.